I grew up here on Mobile Bay, and as a kid we had grass beds out here, and we'd go soft shelling at night for soft shell crabs. And the grass beds are gone, the oysters are gone. The oil spill was the largest catastrophe environmentally that I've ever seen in my lifetime, and I hope it's the last.
The areas really being impacted by the oil spill along the coast were primarily nursery habitats. They were the oyster reefs, the seagrass beds, the coastal marshes that the babies of the system really depend on. So we thought, well, how do we get that back in a big way? And to get that back in a big way, we came up with oyster reef.
Providing a hard vertical substrate of oyster shell as shoreline protection and oyster habitat and finfish habitat would actually be a real long-term investment in our ecosystem and our coastal economy and our way of life here.
It's not just the oyster fisheries that these reefs will improve, you know. All of the game fish and all the commercially important species are improved and assisted by this oyster reef creation.
These people depend on this Gulf, you know. They spend all their time out here in their livelihood to make a profit off this water, and you know, you depend on nature, and a lot of times it just don't go your way. It's a bit of a tough living.
It's not just a matter of a job. It's not just a matter of fishing, shrimping, crabbing, oystering. It's an entire way of life. A large majority of this community is employed in the fishing industry.
We have been contacted over and over throughout the Deepwater Horizon event by people who really wanted to volunteer, get their hands dirty, and get in the weeds and help restore the Gulf.
That's what I really like about the Nature Conservancy, is the fact that they're working with and partnering with other groups to get the job done. Just imagine what would happen if everybody could work together. It would be a miracle, you know.